I'm Detective Chief Superintendent Eamon Corrigan, leading the investigation into the attempted murder of Detective Chief Inspector John Caldwell. It is now 2 weeks to the day since this horrific attack took place in front of terrified children and adults at a sports centre in Omagh's Killyclougher Road. DCI Caldwell remains in a critical but stable condition in hospital after he was shot up to 10 times by 2 gunmen as he packed up after coaching a youth football team. We are working tirelessly to bring those responsible to justice. Today, I'm in a position to say that I believe a second Ford Fiesta vehicle was used in the attempted murder of DCI Caldwell. It is also a blue Ford Fiesta of a similar model. The second car had the registration number RLZ 9805 and was bought in the Glengormley area of Belfast towards the end of January. I believe this car travelled to Belfast around this time. It was then driven from Belfast at approximately 1 p.m. on Wednesday the 22nd of February, the day of the attack on John, and travelled along the M1 in the direction of Coal Island and Omagh. It was found burnt out in the Ardbow industrial estate the following day, Thursday the 23rd of February. I would like to know where it was stored and its movements during this period of time. Today I'm also releasing new CCTV footage of the first blue Ford Fiesta as it travels into Coal Island at around 10 p.m. on the night of the 21st. It had the registration number MGZ 6242 but was travelling on false plates. The false plates were FRZ 8414 and this was prior to the attack. Previous CCTV footage issued shows this blue Ford Fiesta leaving the sports complex and turning left onto Killyclougher Road immediately after the shooting. We then know it travelled past Glendale service station to the Rocopla Road, where it was abandoned and set on fire. We have established that this first blue Ford Fiesta was purchased in Ballyclare on Wednesday the 8th of February and was observed travelling towards Belfast on the M2 motorway that night. It was also noted leaving Belfast at around 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday the 21st of February, again the night before the attack on John. It travelled along the M1 motorway into Coal Island at around 10 p.m. My appeal today is for anyone who knows where either of these 2 cars were kept prior to the shooting or has knowledge of their movements on the day of the shooting to come forward. We need this information. I am also appealing for anyone who observed anything suspicious in the Rocopla Road area of Omagh on the night of the shooting and in Ardbow the following night, Thursday the 23rd of February. Did you see anyone or any vehicles in these areas? Did you observe any vehicles driving away at speed? We really need you to come forward with this information to help the investigation and bring those responsible for this attack on John to justice. I'm going to hand over now to Mick Duthie, Crime Stoppers Director of Operations, who will provide an update on the reward being offered for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the people involved in attempting to murder John.
Good morning. Firstly, I, on behalf of everybody at Crime Stoppers, wish to express our great sadness and shock at this awful attack on DCI Caldwell, and our thoughts are with him and his family at this time. I'm the Director of Operations at the independent charity Crime Stoppers, and like John, I'm also the father of a young family and a kids football coach. So this despicable attack really resonates with me, as I'm sure it does with many others here in Northern Ireland and beyond. I want to start by explaining what our charity is, what we do to keep people safe, and announce a significant increase to the reward we're offering. Firstly and importantly, I want people to know that we are not the police. We obviously work closely with them, and we pass on a significant amount of anonymous information from the public every day. but I want to assure you we are totally independent from them. The police know that we cannot pass on personal information about those who contact us because we simply do not have that ourselves. This means that when somebody contacts the charity, there are no courts, no police, no witness statements, and no comeback. Tell us what you know, and then you're done. I now want to turn to our reward. We know the original £20,000 for information leading to John's attackers has encouraged people to come forward. And this is positive, and we are told it's making a difference. Like everyone across Northern Ireland and beyond, we want those responsible for the shooting to be brought to justice. Today, I want to announce that through the generosity of anonymous donors in Northern Ireland, we are now increasing our reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction up to a total of £150,000. This is one of the highest rewards the charity has ever offered, and this money is available to you if it leads to the conviction of the shooting. If you have information but prefer not to speak to the police, contact us by visiting our website, search online at Crime Stoppers UK, or by calling our 24/7 contact centre on the free phone number 0800 555 111. You can only claim the reward if you come to Crime Stoppers. Like our phone and online reporting service, our rewards process is also anonymous. You just need to ask for a reward code. If you know who was involved and have information, come to us and keep safe. Thank you for your time today.
You're making a direct appeal today about second car. Now, initially we believed that the first car carried the gunmen. So how would you describe the second car? Was it a decoy car?
We're keeping an open mind as to the exact role of the second car, but we do believe that due to information we have around the purchase, the movements, and the fact that both cars were burnt out shortly after the attack on John, that they were both involved in the attack in some way.
We've heard from ACC Mark McEwen about this idea that the new IRA, who are the principal suspects, collaborated with organised crime, including people perhaps from a loyalist background. What can you say to us about where you are in respect of that aspect of the investigation now?
This attack was carried out by the new IRA. That is the main line of inquiry. I'm aware of speculation around the background of those involved. The background of the people involved is either terrorist nature, organised crime nature, or both. But this attack was carried out by the new IRA, and that is our main line of inquiry.
How concerned are you that the people that carried out this attack are still out there at the moment?
These people are quite clearly very dangerous, and we need information to put them behind bars where they should be. So I'm pleased today that working with Crime Stoppers, we are in a position to offer a reward of £150,000. That is a significant award. It's a significant amount of money. So please, anyone, supply what information you know to Crime Stoppers and leave the rest to us.
The fresh CCTV that you mentioned today of the first car. First car, yes.
Yes.
Three cars, getting confused. The first car. Can you I may have missed it. Did you tell us where that was taken? Because that may obviously help people if they, whether or not they may have seen it.
Yes, the blue Ford Fiesta, the first vehicle, bearing the registration mark FRZ8414, travelled into Coal Island at around 10 p.m. on the evening of the 21st.
8 arrests to date, I think that's the case. Are you disappointed you haven't brought anyone before the court yet?
Our main aim is to bring people in front of the courts, but we deal with the evidence we have and we follow the evidence. So whilst I'm disappointed that we haven't brought people before the courts at this stage, these investigations are particularly challenging and they take time.
Is this why you're having a reward of £150,000 because you're no closer to finding out who is on this?
The investigation is at a very early stage, and we will use any information that is supplied to us. The reward is significant, and we need people to come forward. That one little piece of information may close a gap that we have.
We were told at the time that the Commissioner had been contacted with Chief Constable with respect to this. Are there any significant cross-border links inquiries on?
We're working closely with our colleagues in the AGS, and that's all I'm prepared to say around that at this moment in time.
Can we possibly just ask you about the latest threat to PSNI officers and their families from AMP, and what is the mood amongst the PSNI at the moment?
The AMP threat and the timing of it is completely vile, sickening and disgusting. We're taking the AMP threat seriously, and all staff are regularly reminded and have been reminded about their own personal security on and off duty.
Okay,
Okay, thank you everybody.
Thank you.